Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of White Rice Network. I am your host, Chris Rubio, Brett Davenport, and our special guest for today, Chris. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the world know what the hell you do.
Hello, everyone. I am Chris Keene. I do stand-up comedy. That's what I do.
By the way, before we get to me and the White Rice Network intro, which is another ChatGPT thing, I do want to say that I'm geeking out right now. Okay, I am geeking out because look, I don't want to stroke your guys' horns, okay? But I've been in the comedy business in LA for a very long time, and you two are my favorite political comics. You know, I work for real. I'm just like. It's like when you guys talk politics, when you guys make fun of politics, it's always so funny to me. I could only just dream about being as talented as you guys. So
Brent,
shut the fuck up.
Oh, stop. What? I already laid it on Chris before the broadcast about what a fan I am.
I feel like, Chris, do you tell Brett that every episode?
Hell no. Hell no. No, absolutely not. His ego's too big, you know, so I try to...
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get this intro
I didn't even
started.
know he liked me at all until just now.
All right, guys, welcome. Let's do this.
White Rice Network starts now.
ChatGPT
Damn.
and Sora, baby. I don't know what
Wow,
else to say.
AI made that whole intro too?
AI made the whole intro down to the prompt.
Yep.
I was like, it's a white guy and it's a Filipino guy. We want some, we want like a deep broadcast, very professional voice.
So
And
AI is totally racist.
Yeah, AI is going to change everything, like literally.
Nick Fuentes is running AI. Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
perfect. This is a perfect. This is a perfect segue. Perfect segue into the first article or into the first video that I want to show you guys. So let's go. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick.
We're seeing this MAGA civil war getting worse and worse, messier by the day, with more big names jumping in to fight. And while some on the right, they've tried to dismiss this as some sort of sideshow, this is so much bigger and more important than they'll admit. And I mean, there is a very real fight over the future of MAGA and the right in general taking place. Right? They can try and act like this is some small little blip, the loud minority, but the numbers show that's
By the way, Chris, whenever you want to jump in, please do. You know what I mean?
a lot.
Okay.
Well, this has been brewing for a while, and you can go back to my Monday and Tuesday shows for a deeper recap. The quick version is that recently things kicked off because Tucker Carlson interviewed white nationalist Nick Fuentes on his show last week. And among a decent chunk of the right, that sparked some backlash because Tucker is seen, even though he's not with Fox News anymore, as kind of this institution. He has a huge platform. In the interview, it was friendly, and Fuentes, among other things, talked at length about what he called organized Jewry. And so a whole bunch of conservatives, most prominently Ben Shapiro, Mark Levin, and Ted Cruz, condemned Tucker and Fuentes. But then you had a lot on the right coming to their defense, or at the very least, Tucker's defense, arguing that he was merely exercising his free speech and shouldn't be canceled. And while
What do you guys think?
I mean, it is weird, this conversation about platforming people. I mean, a journalist is supposed to interview people. We've interviewed if you've interviewed the president, you've interviewed a mass murderer. Every president has bombed the shit out of the Middle East. So now you're not supposed to talk to people because they said bad things. I mean, this is what journalists do. It doesn't mean you're endorsing their ideas necessarily.
Exactly. And that's what I think that Tucker Carlson is going through right now. He's getting all this backlash for putting Nick Fuentes and the Groypers on the map. You know, and quite frankly, I would love to see a Ben Shapiro and Nick Fuentes debate. I mean, that would like kind of break the internet, actually.
It would be
Fidel Castro was on Meet the Press.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh wow!
Like, so it's like, and this is all a moot point because Trump is a lifetime king. So there's no need to talk about this.
Right.
He's president for life.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, but I do, I'm not, I don't know too much about Nick Fuentes, but I do know that he has been censored as probably the worst than some of the people that I know that's been censored, like Milo and Alex Jones. I think he's got the worst of it because from what I've heard, like he was on a no-fly list. They debanked him. He couldn't apply for credit card. Totally took away all his money. So it was more of a attack.
And all that's done is make him more famous.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. That's not the way to fight bad ideas. You fight bad ideas with good ideas. So I think it's better to talk to people. It's important to push back on ideas, though. I did watch this interview with Tucker, and I think Tucker could have pushed back way more on Fuentes than he did.
Yeah.
The way to confront bad ideas is not to censor and ban people. That just makes their voice more powerful. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think of Nick Fuentes? Yeah, as a whole, as a conservative voice for that faction of the wing.
I think he says overtly racist and sexist things.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, half the time I can't tell if he's joking or serious. You know what I mean? Like if this is an act or if it's real. That's how ridiculous some of the stuff he says is. What's weird with him is that he makes these really good points about the oligarchy and the people in power, and the control that they have and the money that we spend on foreign wars. But then he blames it on like the Jews or black people.
Yeah,
it's like not. It's like, oh, you almost had it there, and then you went racist. And, you lost. I think there is people in power that control everything. There's an oligarchy. I don't think it's the Jews.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my thought on him. I don't know if it's. I don't know if I'd be that. I mean, not that I matter. I'm nobody. But I don't know if I'd want to talk to Nick Fuentes just because I feel like there's more interesting people to talk to. He seems somewhat of a provocateur especially when he says the overtly racist stuff.
I've seen several of his interviews because I want to kind of like know who this guy was just recently, and I'm like, there's something about him. His appeal, I can understand his appeal because he is very talented. He's very savvy, very articulate, and pushes back. And I've seen him put Destiny in his place. I've seen him put everybody that he's had a confrontation with in their place. And it's just
he's very funny. He's a funny person. Like I laugh at his stuff even when I disagree with it or find what he's saying disgusting. It's funny. So I get why it's entertaining. Is it helpful or healthy? Probably not. A lot of it.
But like, I think your point is really important. There is that I don't see why they don't learn that every time you send out this all-out offensive cancel assault on someone, it just makes them more popular.
Yeah.
You would be. It's like a child who's misbehaving. That you're probably better off than constantly feeding into that. But they don't. It's like they really can't help themselves whenever there's like an opportunity for like the TikTok left to explode over something. They just cannot stop themselves from doing it, and it really doesn't do them any service at all.
Yeah.
Well, I think that might be because the whole thing is very narcissistic to begin with. I think people would rather be outraged than to actually make society better.
That's a good point.
They just want to look virtuous and complain about this racist guy. And they don't care if that helps or hurts anything. If people ignored Fuentes, he probably would have went away, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe he'd still be popular, but I think they've made him more popular for sure.
Yeah.
I just saw this movie Begonia, which is really good. And there's this awesome line in there where Emma Stone's character accuses Jesse Plemons' character of being an activist. And he said, "I'm not an activist." He said 99% of activism is performance art and brand management. And I think that's a pretty...
That's a pretty accurate,
line.
Yeah.
Especially now with social media, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's just like you take an issue like Gaza, for instance. Like, the outrage over ICE, which I do understand. I think ICE, in many ways, is pretty cruel. And I think once the border got secured, you didn't really need to continue to do all this stuff. But both the Epstein list and Gaza, liberals had no concern about that just a mere year ago. Like, at all. Could care less. And we're talking about widespread murder. I don't know if it gets a whole lot worse than that. But
yes.
Now they're deeply concerned.
Yeah, before the election, I would bring up Gaza to left-wing friends of mine, and they would be like, it would just be like, Trump is bad, so we have to vote for these people. So we're going to excuse a mass murder of people because Trump bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and then Epstein especially is something. I used to joke about Epstein like 2 years ago or something, and people would roll their eyes, and now they're obsessed with Epstein.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Again, it's
like a good example of that is the free speech thing with Jimmy Kimmel. It was like, if you uttered the words free speech to a liberal activist, they would literally roll their eyes at you and
Oh my
scoff
God,
and just be
yeah.
like, oh, you just want to be able to say the N-word. And then Jimmy Kimmel gets canceled, and now they're the biggest free speech activists in the world. Like,
yeah. And the excuse I've heard for that is that it was the government doing it. Well, the government did plenty of censorship during COVID, and no one on the left seemed to care. So,
no.
Well, how far do you think? Well, jumping topics, but we could weave back into this Republican fracture. But how deep do you think this Epstein list goes? Talk about oligarchs and people in power. Like, how I'm guessing it's down to like the people that work at the CIA and any one of these 3-letter institutions.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's a lot of powerful people that were involved with him, and I assume we'll never find out. I mean, we don't even have to assume. We know that Bill Clinton. We know that Clinton was there. We know Trump hung out with him. I mean,
yeah.
Really, they were just like playing bingo or something. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, the funny thing about the Epstein list that they conveniently forget is that Biden's administration had the Epstein list for what, like 2 years?
Yes.
And if Trump was the only figure all over that list that was of note,
he would have released it. Yeah, exactly. Good point,
like, it would
dude.
be over for that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
But again, yeah, like you said, I mean, there's the. Have you ever heard the story of Epstein? How in his Upper East Side apartment has the painting of Bill Clinton in a dress and high heels and lipstick. Have you ever seen that? Oh yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I have a painting of actually in my house.
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah,
I used to have like an Obama poster somewhere in my house. You know,
the Hope one. The Hope one.
Yeah, the Hope one.
That famous Hope one.
Yeah, and I'm
we
like,
all had that.
Then several years later, I'm like, get this down.
That makes me sad.
Chris, do you mind if I ask the other? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, King.
Oh no, I
was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think we ever, like, we're roughly probably around the same age. I remember when I was a kid, you could have an aunt or an uncle or a friend that was a Republican. Either A, you didn't talk about it, or B, if you talked about it, no one cared. And we kind of were able to have Thanksgiving together and live our lives. Do you think we get past, maybe if Trump is not in the picture anymore, but do you think we ever get past this, like, politically obsessed, like, super vitriolic culture that we're in?
I don't know how we get past it. Maybe I think society would have to change drastically again. It seems to be getting worse instead of better. People are more in their worlds and in their own bubbles, and people are being pushed to the further extremes on both sides. I mean, you know, Charlie Kirk was killed, and people act like he was a radical. Nick Fuentes is way more popular than Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I know.
Like Charlie Kirk, he's what people think Charlie Kirk is, and even Nick Fuentes isn't as evil as whoever the next guy might be.
Right?
Yeah, people seem to be getting pushed further and further, and the divide gets worse and worse. And there's no common shared reality anymore. When you discuss politics with people, it's like you're talking to someone in a different universe.
Well, and it's like interesting because you obviously are critical of both sides, as I think every thoughtful person is. Like, rooting for one side or the other at this point, I don't think is any more sophisticated than rooting for the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants, and that's probably insulting to football fans. Like, I had this conversation with this very intelligent guy that I worked for I work on dance tours. I host dance competitions. And this guy, I was talking to him about, my mother and father both used to work in unions for New York State. They worked for mentally impaired people. So there was these big centers. Every county had them. There was multiple centers in every county in upstate New York that housed mentally impaired people who were beyond the capacity to live life on their own. And my dad would make house calls to people who took them into their homes, and they would get tax breaks and stuff like that. All of those facilities are closed now and have been closed since 2014, 2015. And not that it's really all that relevant because it was budget cuts, but they were cut under a Democratic president and a Democratic governor in Cuomo. And I'm talking to this guy, and I'm telling him about what happened and how both my parents' jobs essentially don't exist anymore, and they had great benefits, and there used to be jobs where you could be in a union and have a retirement and all these things. And he goes, "Oh yeah, you know Trump." And I was like, "Well, no." I was like, "No,
of course."
The jobs were cut like in 2014 and 2013. Obama was the president and stuff. And he goes, "Well, yeah, but now they're not going to get any better with Trump in office." And I was like, "They don't exist. Like, how could it get that much worse?" Like, and I was like, and then there was also a whole Democratic administration after that could have brought those jobs back that did. But and he still just could not get off the notion that this was somehow related to Trump. And I'm trying to, I gave up, obviously, but it's like,
as you should, though.
I think, do you think a part of it is that people are so embedded in these teams that they cannot even foresee a possibility where someone on their team may have done something that was against their own claimed value?
Yeah, they excuse it when their side does it. The excuse is usually, well, the other guys are worse. That's usually the excuse. Right. And what I think it's become, I don't know if it was always this, but it's a religious-like devotion to political parties. It's like, if you challenge what they think, they have a reaction that's like the way, you're like a zealot if you question the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, whatever side you're on. It's that kind of reaction. It's like they can't even comprehend it, and then they just call you names or say you're with the other side, or I don't know. It's this sick religious-like thinking.
It's cult-like.
Yeah, it is cult-like, and there's no nuance to it. There's no critical thinking. I don't know. I think social media has created a lot of that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a car accident outside and be like, "Oh, it's Trump. Trump did all this."
Yeah. I mean,
TDS is a thing, man.
It is, yeah. And there's Trump derangement syndrome, and then there's Trump worship syndrome, right?
Oh, 100%.
Who think he can't do anything wrong. Meanwhile, he's doing a lot of the same things all of the presidents that we're disappointed with have done. Funding.
Yeah, it's funny if you on the right, if you insult Trump, you're a soy boy beta, and then if you if you have a critique of the Democrats, you're a fascist and a Nazi.
Oh my
gosh.
It's like you can't get anywhere with either one.
And this is exactly what the people in power are doing. They want us fighting with each other instead of critiquing them, and it works every time. It does. It only seems to be getting worse. So,
well, speaking about, go ahead, Brett.
No, it's just fascinating to me that we have all this new technology, like you said, with social media and everything. And how is it getting worse if we're theoretically supposed to be evolving more and more, and our technology is evolving more and more, and yet we are in a lot of politically we're becoming more and more primitive. It's really strange.
Yeah, we thought it would bring people together. Instead, it tore us apart. It is very weird.
AI is not helping either. I mean,
that's gonna
all
make
those
it worse.
AI videos.
Yeah, that might make it worse. I don't know. That is not good. Fuck. I was gonna say something and now I've completely forgotten. That's good podcast etiquette. That's what you want about that.
Well, speaking of things getting worse,
if it comes back to you, just blurt it out.
Yeah, just blurt it out, Chris. Don't worry. We'll fix it in post. Speaking of things getting worse, Brett is from New York, and I'm gonna play this video.
Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and infrastructure that can...
Right?
Dude,
you can't make these stuff up. You can't make it up, bro.
So
keep this moment, and it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.
I hate his face, by the way. I really just hate his face.
Now let's get to work. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending...
Could we watch that one more time? I'll watch that one more time.
You can start again. This transition requires...
Am I wrong? Doesn't he have funding from like George Soros' son or something like that?
I'm pretty
has
sure
a
he
lot
does.
of money behind him, so it's funny that.
I mean, he's had no job. He's never managed anything in his life. He was ex-rapper, smiles a lot. He's a good politician, I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm not gonna dispute his talent.
Yeah, that was very funny. every political ad should start like that, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, I won. Give me more money.
Itself.
Oh,
Like,
man.
what else can you say? I just find it. The thing of it is that the circumstances around which he came to power are perfectly ripe for someone like him. I mean, housing is incredibly unaffordable in New York. Prices are going up, and of course, and then in New York, I mean, you have a lot of broke like people with theater degrees and stuff like that, and it's like this guy comes along and says these things, and it's like, of course, I don't think that these things really work in practice. I mean, the housing situation. Well, like real quick though, the rent freeze situation. When you freeze the rent on rent stabilized apartments and you don't allow the people that own those buildings to raise the cost to keep up with, repairs, taxes are going to continue to go up. They have no investment to invest in those buildings or to do the upkeep on those buildings. And like my mother-in-law has a rent-stabilized apartment, and she is a Jamaican immigrant who worked like 15 jobs to get her multi-unit home, and she's lumped in with like BlackRock investment, and it's just not going to work. But I think it kind of has to happen for a couple of years so these people see that it doesn't generally work.
So she owns a rent-controlled apartment that she rents. Is that what you're saying?
But one of her units is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But
yeah,
she's not a billionaire.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if there's some way to. I don't know. I wonder if there's some way to have rent control on BlackRock, for instance, and not on someone like your relative that has it. I don't know, but it's weird. Like I don't know if any of what Mamdani's going to do is. I don't know if rent control. I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, to me, the status quo right now is more dangerous than trying something new. So even if Mamdani, even if what he does doesn't work, I feel like it's better than the status quo. Does that make any sense?
No, it makes sense.
It definitely does. I mean, you can't continue to go along this path.
Yeah, I mean, I get the criticisms of his ideas, but I mean, I'm someone who likes the idea of a living wage, people getting paid a living wage, and I hear all the criticisms of that then they'll raise prices and all this other stuff, but. I mean, what is the solution then if things like that aren't going to work? Because the country can't keep doing this. The CEO to employee ratio of like
disgusting.
It's crazy. It used to be like 40-1, like CEO to employee. Yeah. Now it's 350-1 or something like that. So that gap can't just keep expanding with no end in sight. So I mean.
Especially with robots and AI coming in, it's...
Yeah, what do you think people are going to do? Like, AI is going to take all these jobs.
UBI?
I mean, you'll have to, I would imagine. I don't understand. I mean, to me, I'd rather Mamdani than the status quo. Even if it's a disaster, I think it's better than the status quo. I mean, I don't want people to get hurt or things to get worse, but something needs to be done, because right now there's 2 million people living in poverty in New York City. There's 100,000 homeless people, and that doesn't seem to be getting taken care of in any way.
Oh God!
I'm not an economics major though. I'm a moron. So
same.
Yeah, same.
All three
of us are in that boat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not surprised by it. Oh, go ahead, Brett.
No, I was just saying, I initially went to college for an economics degree because I thought that just equated to having money. Then I took a class and was like, this is a little above my head.
I was going to say that.
I mean, I think you're right, though. No, I think Keene is right. I mean, that you have to do something. I mean, I think why isn't there a way though that you can't make tiers of like who gets taxed at certain rate? Like for instance, like BlackRock. Why can't they just be held to a different standard than like my mother.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, look, like what we said, we're not economics like majors, but I do know if you keep raising taxes even by 2%, which he wants, I mean, don't you think? I mean, it already is happening, like a mini exodus out of New York City to places like Florida and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely giving Wall Street a run for its money, you know. So
yeah, I don't understand people that think Mamdani is some kind of savior, and I don't understand people who think he's like the fucking Taliban or those people.
yeah.
I get he says controversial things, but I don't know. To me, I'd rather a change than the status quo. And also, I don't know how much he can actually get accomplished. There's only so much one man can do.
Exactly.
Right? Yes,
exactly.
Things. How much damage can one person do? I don't.
I'm not surprised that he won though, because he's the opposite of Trump. He's just he's garnered the populist left.
Yeah, what's funny is that I feel like the same reason people vote for Mamdani is the same reason people vote for Trump, which is like people are just sick and tired of the economic situation.
The status quo, which you said.
In the status quo, right?
Yeah.
What's funny is that we all have the same concerns. Most Americans have these same concerns, and that's why people decide to vote for Mamdani or Trump, these kind of outsiders, even though I don't really think either of them are really outsiders. They're both part of the establishment, I think. But that it's funny that we have the same concerns and agree on a lot of the problems, but we just have maybe different ideas of how to fix it. But yet we villainize each other. I don't know why people villainize each other. We're all trying to fix this together, but we fight with each other.
But I think all three of us are that straddle the middle. I think all of us we're like. I'm just guessing for myself, but I'm guessing we're all centrists here to a certain extent, you know. But everybody else, the ones that you hear, is people from the fringes, as always.
Yeah, and it's weird when I say centrist, I don't mean moderate. Like when I say centrist, I mean like Chris Rock has an old bit about there's some shit I'm liberal about, there's some shit I'm conservative about. I don't know if you've heard him do that.
I have.
But like that used to be common sense thinking, I feel like. And now people act like you're a Nazi or something, or a communist or whatever, one or the other, depending who's mad at you.
Because the Overton window has shifted so far.
I think a good example of what you're kind of getting at is like the Prop 50 vote in California.
Oh my
God, dude!
I mean, when you ask people about the issue, if they're not aware of who it ties to politically, you'll kind of catch them in a bit of a quandary, because like I think it was something like, isn't it like 92% of Californians agree on independent redistricting? Yet like
oh my God,
several million just voted against it.
Yeah.
Yes. Voting. This is how brainwashed people are. They're voting against their own morals and principles. It's insane. This is where you're at. You're voting against your own beliefs just to stick it to the other side in this weird thing you've told yourself. I don't understand it. And it's
stupid.
Weird. I felt very despondent about even talking about politics lately, and even though I don't even know what the point is, because there's no nuance. There's really no talking to people. I don't even know what the audience is for even the stuff we're talking about here. I don't know who the audience is for this. Like, there's an audience.
There's not much of one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big audience if you play to the left or if you play to the right. But if you try to have a nuanced conversation, it doesn't seem possible. I don't know. Hey guys, I gotta get a charger for my computer.
Yeah, go ahead, get that charger, bro.
All right,
cool. Get that charger.
Yeah.
I got to do something about the lighting in here, my man.
Go ahead,
especially when we do these. No,
I mean, don't you have? By yourself. Don't you have a ring light? Oh, you have it on? Oh yeah. Well, you need a bigger ring light.
Or do I need to push it back?
Here, let me show you what I got. Hold on, let me see if I could change this camera angle.
Do you think I need to push it back, the ring light?
No,
put it further away so
it's getting darker. So let me see.
Do I need it right on my face?
Oh no, what happened? Oh no, you'll never lose. Oh shit, that's in there. Oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? Oh no. Is everything good?
There you are.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, all good, all
All
good,
good.
all good. I have what I wanted to say was I work for a very, very progressive company, and on Tuesday everybody was wearing that I voted. You're like, yeah, guys, let's save democracy for Prop 50. Save democracy, everybody. And I'm just like, I have to keep my lips shut. I'm like, just a bunch of young 20-year-olds that don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Save democracy by taking people's voices away.
Yeah.
Save democracy so that everyone thinks exactly like me. What? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
I especially like the Save Democracy chant from the left, considering like the Democrats haven't had a Democratic primary in 3 primaries in a row. You know, it's like
The last real
but you bring
primary
that up
they
to
had-
them.
When was the
Yeah,
last
the-
primary?
I mean, the last real one, in my opinion, is 2008. Because
Who was it?
Hillary and Barack.
Yeah, that was the
Oh
last
yeah,
real one.
yeah.
2012 was just Obama again. 2016 they
Yeah.
screwed Bernie. 2020 they screwed Bernie. And then 2024 was a joke. They just
That was my
installed-
guy. Bernie was my guy.
I often wonder if Bernie won in 2016, if things would have been different. I don't know.
I think that would have given us a chance at like a slightly more cohesive society, because there was a lot of crossover appeal from the right and the left. It was a genuine populist movement that was shut down by both sides. You know, like
yeah.
It's funny to me that Mamdani now is being accepted by like left-wing media. When I mean, if you go back and watch some of the footage on Bernie Sanders, I mean, they treated him as like he was an invasive species. Like on MSNBC. I mean, when he won the Nevada primary in 2020, Roy Reid is on the air acting like a nuclear missile is heading towards the United States. They even like a Jewish guy whose whose aunts and uncles were killed in the Holocaust. They would make like these references to Nazism.
Jesus.
You know, like Chris Matthews did it, and the other Chuck Todd did it on MSNBC, and like it's like, and then I don't know if you remember, but it was getting close, kind of, and he was starting to take over, and they played a video of him like praising Castro for because his citizens were literate and had health care. And they're like, you see, Cubans in Miami, you don't want this. Yeah.
Damn.
I think you do bring up a good point, though, and it's something that I wrestle with a lot, because comedically I do tend to, my mind does gravitate to politics. But I genuinely wonder that something that you just brought up, and it's like, if you're not screaming one side or the other, is there not really a point to discourse? I mean, is it getting anywhere?
I've been feeling like there's no point in what I'm doing. Like, I just made a video about Prop 50 saying like what we just said basically, and it just got hammered on YouTube. Like, it's got 1 million dislikes. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Not 1 million, but it got most.
Yeah. 500,000. Got it.
My videos don't get much views, but it got 30 dislikes and 7 likes. And all it is just a, in my opinion, rational thought, which is these people, 92% of people, like what we just said, they think it should be done by independent commission, yet they voted against it. This is insane. It's because you're brainwashed to hate the other side. I don't know. People just hate when you point things like that out. I don't get it.
It's democracy, Keene. It's democracy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I almost wonder if we've gotten to a point where politics has taken over society to such a degree that it becomes people's identities, and because it's your identity, you're now actually actually almost killing me in a way. You're attacking me personally.
Yes,
it's a religion. It's a religion for most.
Yeah.
All right. Could we move on to the next story? All right. Let's do this. This real quick, guys. This is gonna be real quick.
Department of Defense continuing to build up its defenses off the coast of Venezuela, adding warships, fighter jets, drones, and thousands of service members in the area. This comes after the U.S. killed 3 more people in a drone strike Saturday on a suspected drug smuggling boat. Trump did say he's not planning to strike inside Venezuela, but new reports show Venezuela's president has reached out to Russia for military aid.
We might be going to war, guys.
The anti-war president is bombing another country. What do you know?
I know, right?
Thanks, dude. Yeah, that's great. All Trump did before he got elected, was rant about how he was
No
against
wars.
the war.
No war.
Yeah, more regime change.
I'm all about ending wars, guys. Ending wars.
Yeah.
He got Tulsi in there, that was her whole platform, and since he's been president, they've funded Ukraine, they funded Israel, they've bombed Iran, Yemen, Venezuela. I mean, it's just crazy.
What do you think about foreign aid
and
itself, though? Oh, go ahead, Brett.
Well, it just seems like we're also not getting verifiable that these people are smuggling fentanyl into the country. Like every time these ships, these little boats get bombed, we're like, who were these people? And there's no response. Like we can't get verifiable evidence that they're actually drug smugglers.
Yeah, I mean, I get the impression that they want Venezuela's oil, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I think.
Well,
I mean, that's always
if history is any guide.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
No, it's the fentanyl, guys. It's the fentanyl.
yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
It's like every political article. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Before
Make sure
I go,
you cut this part.
Go ahead.
Rubio, make sure you cut this clip on us on TikTok supporting Trump when we've never actually endorsed him on here can see this. Because that's all we get. Because that's all I get now is just that I must be a Trump supporter because I think Gavin Newsom is a sleazebag. There's no world in which both things are true that I don't like either one of them.
That's all I ever hear, man. Like, it's funny.
Oh my God.
When you said, "Oh, Chris, you criticize both sides," a lot of people don't say that to me. I have plenty of people who think I'm just like, I never criticize Trump, or I love Trump, or I don't even get it. Or just because you criticize Democrats, it means you like Trump. I don't get it. But yeah.
From what I've gathered from the online hatred in the comments section, I'm kind of new to this because for years I resisted it. I didn't put out my comedy. I didn't put out a lot of stuff because I probably don't have the healthiest attitude when it comes to like people hating on me in the comments. I feel like people. No, I turn into Liam Neeson from Taken.
Yeah, dude. It's like Brett, be careful. Breathe.
Yeah. I feel like people take a snippet and then you become what they need you to become in their lives. And they're not interested in anything nuanced or complicated or hearing you out or whatever. It's just, it's the one snippet that they need to satisfy that like rageful urge that they have. And that's who you become to them, and there's no getting around.
That's really insightful. I think, people's comments are usually about themselves, not about you. I think you're right about it. It's, I don't even understand the type of person that would comment on a stranger's video just to shit on. I've never done that in my entire life. If I comment on a stranger's video, it's something positive or something. I don't, even if I've seen tons of videos I hate, it makes me mad. I'm not going to tell someone they're a piece of shit just because they say something I don't like. It's just, okay.
Yeah. And a lot of them hide behind their fucking bullshit avatars, too.
Yes. Yeah, that's a lot. Most people.
So we just got, I don't want to see Brett going toe-to-toe with somebody that's criticizing our reels online, but...
I've been called every name in the book online. By friends. I lost most of my old friends.
That is so stupid. Oh my God.
I had to stop talking to them because they just kept personally attacking me, and then it got to the point where they were talking about me online.
Oh my God, dude. Such
like
immature.
It's like people I was friends with for like 20 years. Had to stop.
Have you become like, I don't know, have you developed a sensitivity to it, or do you?
Somewhat.
I mean, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, sometimes it still bothers me. But I've gotten tougher skin about it because I hope more so because it's what you said. It's usually about the person commenting, not about you. And especially if it's someone who doesn't even know you, they're judging you off of like a minute video.
Yeah,
it's just silly.
All right, well,
I find it particularly funny. One of the things that we get hit on a lot is in our videos is like the insult will be coming from like progressive leftists who will suggest that Kris and I are gay together, and it's like
Why is that an insult?
Wait a second.
What's wrong with being gay?
Yeah, that's
We're both
a pejorative
attractive
now?
men.
But like, why do you immediately rush to that? I thought we
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
being mean to gay people anymore. You know?
I always find it's funny to me that the people like progressive left would use calling people gay as an insult. I thought that was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, did you see Don Lemon called Megyn Kelly trans as an insult?
Really? Oh my God.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Megyn Kelly's a total babe in my opinion.
She's hot.
Maybe-
Yeah, she's a smoking hot 50-something-year-old woman.
She's
Yeah,
hot.
maybe I is.
Hey, well, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of hot conservative women to me. For some reason, if you're gonna give me like a number, like who has more hot women, conservatives or the liberal media, you know? I mean, I think conservative media have more hot women. That's just me being a guy being stupid.
There's some hot liberal ladies. There's
Joy
Stephen
Reid,
Colbert.
baby. Hey, good one.
I like AOC. She's pretty.
AOC's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to give her that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the next video. This is something that Chris sent, which I think is pretty good. Kind of falls in line to what we're talking about.
The content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
The criticism of...
Hold on, no, one more video.
We should just talk about it. So, were you surprised by the reaction?
I did a Gene ad.
Yeah.
I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think
This makes me mad. And the
But
final one.
as time goes on, people will see that I'm way more aware of things than people think.
Can you say a little bit more?
I mean, if I say it, then I like to let the art speak for itself.
I don't know, guys. I'll leave it to the floor.
I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to say about all that. First of all, the last video is fucking nuts. It's like this ideological purity test.
Oh my God. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, do you think like me? Because if you don't, you're
Right.
in trouble. It's like, what? What the hell is this? This is like McCarthyism. You know what I mean? It's like policing people's thoughts.
It's like that HR accent too. Like they all speak.
The
like
upspeak.
that with
Is
that,
it like upspeak?
That upspeak? Like,
Yeah.
Like, do you want to comment? I'm giving you the opportunity, and it's like, it's like if words and tone could not be more mismatched in that. Like her words are, "I'm giving you the opportunity to say how you feel about it," and the undertone is, "I'm going to need you to go ahead and like hang yourself because I didn't like what you did."
Yeah, it's like she's desperate. She's like begging to hear something she likes. Tell me, make me hate.
And she's like, I just do jeans. I like jeans. It's as simple as that, you know?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And then the whole thing about white people shouldn't joke about this and this political climate. It's so preposterous to say that an entire ethnicity shouldn't say something because of. It's just crazy. And then this political climate, as opposed to like what other political climate? I mean, was race better 50 years ago? Like, I don't understand this. Like,
I love how all white people just get put in one umbrella. All whites, not Czech white, not European white, you know.
Right.
Just all white.
You could be from Siberia. You could be from
He's white.
Siberia or Arkansas, and you're the same.
Privileged white.
Yeah.
Hairy privileged white.
I mean,
dude, I feel like
no. That ad is not joking about genetic superiority in regards to race. It's in regards to looks. Like a black woman could have done that ad, and it could have been the exact same ad. I jeans.
Right.
Like if you put a beautiful black woman in that ad, it could have been the same ad. It's the left-wing progressives that are injecting this idea that it's about race. It's about beauty, not race.
It's always the left-wing progressives that's making it identity. Like that's doing that kind of stuff.
That or the far, or that or they think the same way as a far-right racist. You're right, like identity-based judgment on people. It's not everything is about race.
Yeah.
Like it
Right, and
if
if Sierra or Beyonce or Lori Harvey did that ad, that woman would have no problem with it, and she'd be clapping and saying how wonderful it is.
Yes.
And it's like, it's hard to explain to someone who is so indoctrinated to that. What you're saying is just like, I know this is hard for you to accept, but you're the one that's racially obsessed. You're the one that's racist. Like, other people are not concerned about this, which is where we were supposed to be going.
Right. Yeah. Somehow colorblind is now.
That's under the Nazi umbrella.
Colorblind does not mean you don't acknowledge racism in society. That colorblind doesn't. Like, you can be colorblind. Colorblind just means you judge people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. That's all that
exactly
means.
what that is. But people don't want to process that. They're like, oh no, that's what a lot of people say that don't want to look at race. So.
No, yeah, you can still look at historically what has happened to people without judging people by their race. That's what racists do. What is this?
Yeah, they clearly don't see it that way, though. The people with that accent, that all have that accent.
Yeah, that woman was just dying to get a viral moment from Sydney Sweeney.
100%.
She can like rage about it. And you know what? It's sick because all that does is inflame racial tension. They just want to inflame racism. Maybe they're not looking at it that way, but that's not helping race relations to do that. It's hurting it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're almost done with this podcast. Should we go to the final? And of course, this is not politics related because we want to end on a good note. By the way, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Keene, for doing this. It was easy. It was an easy,
It was fun. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right.
Here you go, Kris.
This is Iron, a catwalking robot unveiled by Chinese EV giant XPeng. Its debut caused quite a bit of a stir online because it may look just a little too real. Many suspected that it was actually a woman hiding inside. Some even did frame-by-frame analysis, pointing out what seems to be a bra and an ear. The discussion got so heated that XPeng posted a second video to clarify that Iron is indeed a machine, not a human being. And the company's co-founder and CEO is calling on people to spread the word.
I would have sex with that thing. You?
I do have an Asian fetish, though.
I mean, just take a look at men are in trouble, bro. Men are in trouble in the future. That is pretty wild, man. I mean, I've taken a look at a bunch of
where things are going.
You mix this in with AI chatbots, who's getting more realistic by the day. You mix it in with AI porn. You mix it in with AI virtual reality, and nobody's gonna be making babies in the future.
I don't.
Well, on top of that, you have such a political divide when it comes to dating. Like these Gen Z people will not date someone of the opposite political orientation.
Oh my God!
So this could solve a lot of that.
Yeah, it could. It really can.
Yeah.
People date AI bots. Is that what you're saying? That'll be fun. Yeah. They'll probably start getting political opinions though somehow. You know what I mean?
Oh, they will.
They'll AI bots.
Yeah. You'll have Nazi bots.
Nazi bots.
Nazi bots.
Yeah. And they'll ask you to take out the garbage every night.
I don't understand who's developing this stuff. They've never watched a sci-fi movie. Why are
I
we
mean,
doing
if you believe in predictive programming, then you know exactly where it's going to Skynet, bro. You know, don't you know?
Yeah, although I had a weird experience recently. I run outside on the streets, and every time I try to cross the street in a busy intersection, the cars won't stop for me, and I have to wait there forever. And the other day, like I was running, and a car stopped for me, and I couldn't fucking believe it. And I looked up; it was a fucking Waymo.
Oh wow.
So the AI car is more courteous than the human being. So maybe.
Hey,
they'll be nice.
I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever talked to any of your friends that's taken a Waymo? Because I've talked to a lot of my friends that's taken a Waymo, and it was fear. They all say it was weird initially for the first minute, but after that, they were okay. They got to their destination quickly, safely.
Okay, I've never taken one, and I've never talked to anyone who's. Have you guys
No,
taken?
I haven't taken one, but I've talked. I have.
What?
No, go ahead.
I've had sex with a few, but I've never.
You had sex with a Waymo?
Yeah.
But you won't take a ride. It's a whole. That's another level of the relationship. Yeah.
Anything? You guys want to plug anything before we end this video?
I'm a big fan of Chris Rubio and Brett Davenport.
Oh, come on, Chris. Come on.
Oh, thanks, man.
Come on.
Keene, are you? It looks like are you on the Jimmy Dore show? Because it looks like your videos now are like his backdrop, or are you just using his studio? Or
well, I work on the show. I edit the show, and I do tour managing.
Oh, okay.
For the, and yeah, recently I was just training to maybe guest host the show. If there's
That's
a time.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, I don't know
should.
if it'll ever happen or anything, but I think they were just preparing if they were away and they needed somebody and I was available. Yeah, so that's why I was using the studio there. And
I'm a big Jimmy Dore fan. I mean, me and Brett are,
Same.
you know, so.
Oh yeah. I love Jimmy's hilarious and I love working with. It's great.
We love Steph too, so.
Oh yeah, Steph's very funny stand up and it's great. Kurt Metzger's on a lot. He's great.
He's crazy. I love him.
Yeah, Jimmy's show was like the first time I was like. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and I watched his show, and I was just like, "Oh wait, I'm not crazy. I'm not insane. Like there is at least someone else out there that is thinking these things."
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
So
I think that's how he got such a loyal and big fan base. Is a lot of people felt that way and found his show, and then had that reaction. So So we were saying earlier, is there an audience for people that aren't just left?
There
right?
is.
Yeah, maybe there is. Maybe it's just harder to find. You know?
Because I think Jimmy is straight down the center, a little to the left. Still in the center, in my opinion. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he criticizes the oligarchy. He doesn't
exactly.
Criticize the so
yeah.
Well, he has like consistent values, it seems like, which it seems to be like it should be a normal thing to just have consistent values. And then when one side or the other offends your values, you should be bothered by that and not like play mental gymnastics to try to defend it somehow. Yeah, it's great.
When did that stop? I don't understand that. Like you said, that should be common sense. I don't get it.
I know.
I don't know.
I feel like I think maybe like 20. I think Trump did a lot of the inception of Trump. I feel like changed that.
Yeah, 20.
Because I feel like even in like 2013, 2014, you would see people on the left be critical of like the Obama drone strikes. You know, or the immigration policy. But now, if you bring up the fact that Obama deported 3.5 million people to a leftist, now you're the problem.
Oh my God, I got screamed at for that at a comedy event.
What? Tell us.
Yeah.
I have a joke about that, and two women got mad at me and were like kind of lecturing me afterwards about it.
I hate that.
It's fine.
But it's so.
We actually made up and it was cool, but people were mad about it.
But it's so weird. It would make more sense if it's like, all right, they hate the idea of people being deported who are here, who are being peaceful and whatever. And any information they get that tells them, hey, this is also happening happening from this side, you would think that like the value of I don't like deportation would override the loyalty to
Yes.
think.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, one excuse you hear is that, oh, well, Obama used due process. But then you look into it, there wasn't much due process with the people that he deported. Like the vast majority of them, like 80%, no trial, no due process. So they find these, I don't know, they, like we said earlier, they find ways to justify it when their side does it. Like you said, they should be consistently outraged. I don't know. It seems, that's why I say some of this stuff seems more about like this narcissistic devotion to being right or being on your side, being right, than it is on actually caring about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
there it is.
Anyway, we ended on a real happy, non-political note there.
Yeah, we sure did.
On that note, guys.
I feel uplifted.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Chris, once again for joining us in this. I mean,
seriously, thank you so much for joining us.
We're in the infancy of this thing, and this is basically what we want to do. We want to interview people, our friends, like Chris Keene over here, and we just want to just shoot the shit for an hour.
This logo is out of control.
Yeah, it will be our downfall eventually. But
as long as there's an Asian guy that likes rice, it's okay. Okay. Even hey, Chris, did you notice the stars too?
Oh, on the flag?
Yeah, it's rice.
They're grains of rice.
It's grains of rice.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. Peace.
And I can always blame it on Rubio, so I'm
as you always do.
I have no culpability.